Have you ever dreamed of speaking another language? I mean, really dreamed of it, only to get totally bogged down by grammar drills and these endless vocabulary lists. Yeah, we've all been there. It can feel like you're trying to climb this impossible mountain. But what if I told you the secret to fluency is way simpler, a whole lot cheaper, and honestly way more fun than you think? To get there, we gotta look at why the old way just feels so broken.
So let's just dive right into that problem. For so many of us, that initial spark of excitement for learning a new language, well, it just fizzles out, right? And it turns into this massive, joyless chore.
But does it really have to be like that? You know, you start with all this energy, and then it just gets crushed under the weight of textbooks and these super awkward classes. Well, the answer is a huge, resounding no. It absolutely doesn't.
And this right here, this really gets to the heart of it. On one side, you've got the old way. You're paying for expensive classes, you're forcing yourself to memorize stuff, and let's be honest, it feels like a total chore. But then there's another way, a better way. And it's free, it's natural, and you might actually enjoy it. Imagine that.
Okay, so what is the secret key? What unlocks this better, more fun way of learning? Well, it's this really powerful but super simple idea from linguistics called comprehensible input. And I know that sounds a little academic, but trust me, understanding this one little idea is the single most important thing that will change everything for you. So, comprehensible input, it's really just a fancy term for a super simple idea. It just means learning by listening to or reading things that you can mostly understand. Your brain is amazing. It just fills in the gaps. It picks up new words and grammar totally naturally, just from the context. It's exactly how you learned your first language when you were a little kid. No drills, no flashcards, just pure, natural understanding. And that's it. That's the secret sauce. If you remember just one thing from all this, let it be this phrase right here. This is the big idea that makes the whole process work without all the pain. Okay, so the idea totally makes sense, right? But you're probably wondering, where do I find all this comprehensible input without, hiring an expensive tutor? Well, the answer is probably in your pocket right now, on an app you already use every single day.
That's right. You can totally forget about the pricey classes and all that complicated software. Your perfect language classroom is YouTube. And the best part? It is completely 100% free. And getting started is almost ridiculously simple. Seriously, you just open up YouTube, you search for something in the language you want to learn, let's say Spanish conversation, and then you add one single simple word to that search. Easy. That's it. That is the entire trick. So let's really break this down. Why does this one little word, easy, make such a profound difference? It's not just about finding beginner videos. It's about breaking through this huge barrier that stops most learners dead in their tracks. You ever try to watch a movie in another language and just feel completely lost because they're talking a million miles an hour? That's the barrier I'm talking about. Most of the content out there isn't actually made for learners. It's made for native speakers, and they talk fast. Adding that little word easy to your search, well, it acts like a magic filter. It instantly finds you creators who are trying to speak clearly and slowly for people just like you. And just like that, the gate is wide open.
And the difference this makes, it is absolutely staggering. I mean, look at this. With standard native speed content, maybe you're understanding, 25%? It's frustrating, it makes you want to quit. But the second you switch to content that's designed to be easy, your comprehension skyrockets. Bam! All of a sudden, you're understanding most of it. This is that moment where you stop drowning in noise and you actually start learning. And it all comes down to this. One single word. Easy. That's the key. That's what unlocks this whole world of content that is perfectly tailored for you so you can learn naturally and actually have fun with it. It is the smallest possible step for the biggest leap you can take in your language journey. So really, the only thing left to ask is, what are you going to search for first? Easy French stories? Maybe easy German cooking? The world of language is open to you right now, and no chore is required. So, what are you waiting for?